Try not to move.
Oi! You handy with that? Of course you are. Bet you're... Now, question is, are you willing to use it or not? 'Cause a flock of noble
Chocobos.
You heard me right. Wild birds? Hmm? And not just any chocobos at that. Whiteheart and her flock are the bravest birds.
Chocobos. Fighting bandit.
It's true. Why, they saved me from a gang of footpads. Well, go on then. Don't just stand there. There's a good...
Where can I find the...
I saw him cut across the way over yonder. You saved Whiteheart and her flock, you hear me? And don't worry.
I'm sure I will.
And good luck to you.
Whiteheart. That's quite a name for a chocobo. A white feather. I thought Ambrosia was one of a kind. Speaking of brave birds, looks like they went that way. All right. These chocobos aren't going down without a fight. They're in trouble.
We got you cornered, Feathers. You didn't think you seen the last of us, did you? You've been bad for business. But I reckon someone will pay.
Not around here, they won't.
Oh. And why's that, eh?
Because she's something of a hero in these parts. You hurt her, and I hurt you.
Yes.
All right, then. Nice try. You're safe now. White Hart, I presume. Do you know her, boy? That scar. It couldn't be. Ambrosia. It is you. You survived. And you found yourself a flock.
Oi! Is it over? I thought I'd come and see how you were getting on. Oh, you sorted the bastards then. And the whole flock made it through unscathed.
Thankfully, they did. And not only that.
Well, I'll be. I never stopped to think our hero here, though I dare say she'd suit a fine fellow like yourself. Reckon our feathered friend must have learned a thing or two. Bird like her would have cost a princely sum. You...
Well,
Oh, no, sorry. I didn't mean to pry.
What is it, girl?
She wants her master back. Told you, and it seemed...
Is that it?
Well, bugger me if this ain't a heartwarming sight. Oh, stay... Doesn't she cut an handsome
She does indeed. How much do I owe you?
A few scraps of leather's the very least I owe old White Hart. Oh, I'll be sad to see her go. Call. Don't you worry. We'll get along just fine. You hear that, White Hart? You've earned it. You seem awful familiar now. That's it. When those chocobos swarmed my car on the road, didn't you? No.
Must have been my double.
Oh, must have been, eh? Oh, that'll be... Anyhow, best be on my way.
You take care of your flock for now. I'll call you when I need you.
Good day to you.
Oh, the crystals we get from the tailor all...
Any friend of the innkeeper is a friend of mine. I hope it's to your liking. Ah, yes. Yeah, that'll fetch a good price. Here's what we agreed on. Keep fighting the good fight.
If you ever need a room, Sid, just say the word. I'll have a
Good to see you, Sid, as always. Master Quentin's out back.
How might I help you, Sid? Lest you wonder... Yes. If you must know. However... Regrettably...
Hello, Sid. Take a seat where you like.
I suppose we are both busy men.
Where's Gav?
Gav should be back by now.
I hear there's trouble.
And what can I do for you? Go on, then. Is that all?
I think it's all right to touch.
Back, are ya? What's that for you, dear? That it? Fine.
If you told me you could fire a forge without a crystal or a bearer before I came here, I would have taken you for a madman. But no, here it is. The secret's in the bellows, you know.
If Martha's gonna get back on her feet, she'll need our help. Whether she wants it or not.
Ah, Clive! Oh, I've missed that scowl.
Where's my report?
What, no kind words for your old pal Gav?
If it's kind words you're after, you're fishing in the wrong barrel. Now sit down, you fool.
So, you remember how quick the Empire was to occupy the Dominion after the fall of Drake's head? And how pissed off all the other nations were that they didn't think to do it first?
Half a century of independence gone at the whim of a madman. So much for their bloody treaty.
Clearly, the promise of unblighted land and the world's supply of crystals was too much for his radiance to resist. And now the Republic's finally decided to follow suit, using liberation as an excuse to declare war on Sambrek. Lined up right outside the Dominion's gates as we speak, looking to starve the Imperials into submission.
And now all eyes are on the Strait of Author.
While the two nations beat their shields, the rest sharpen their daggers, ready to set upon the war-weary victor. They'll never see us coming. It's time we moved on the Mother Crystals. Four Mother Crystals remain in Storm and Ash. Drake's Breath near Ironhome. Drake's Fang in Dhalmekia. Drake's Spine in Waloed. And Drake's Tail here in the Crystalline Dominion.
With the bulk of the Republican army marching to Twinside, Drake's Fang will be left exposed.
That is exactly the move Kupka would anticipate. And if there is anything these past 5 years have taught us, is that he loves his traps. There is one place, however, where nobody will be expecting us to go.
Drake's Breath.
There's a shitload of sea between us and it, and I've never been much of a swimmer.
I have an acquaintance in Port Isolde who may be able to help.
Who's that then?
My uncle, Byron Rosfield.
Lord Byron Rosfield of the Seven High Houses, the trade magnate with holdings in over 100 cities. Wait, Rosfield. And you're a Rosfield, of course.
My uncle's name gave him his start in the world, but it was his acumen which earned him his fortune, along with a handsome fleet of ships.
Well, it's settled then. What are we waiting for, eh? Huh?
What are we waiting for, indeed?
On autumn's breath, ill tidings.
Your uncle always seemed a kindly soul.
If you're worried about our supplies, we've plenty. Karen's seen to that.
So Mather's all right.
Yep. How are you doing? Here you go. Always something in there. Clive. Oh, same old. So. Oh. And Sid. But he's still with us too. Don't be a stranger, eh?
Oh, Clive. Welcome to...
The Patron's Whisper. Does that mean someone else is taking care of our friends' donations?
Oh, no. That's still me. It's just Karen has her toll, Blackthorn has his hammer. I thought a new name might liven things up. I still catalogue every item that arrives, in addition to setting aside those tokens of appreciation. Is everything we've received and everything promised. You earned this. Here you are. Sorry, but you're not quite there yet. Come again. I may have more for you. How may I help you today, Clive? Business is busy. Still. Words are immortal. I'll be here waiting.
What's the matter, Nectar? The hunt board? Just because they can't be dealt with when they're spotted, doesn't mean they can't be dealt with later. Right. Well, the people of Valisthea are going through a lot already. The last thing they need is ungodly fiends terrorizing them on top of everything, and perhaps I can. I don't think so.
And how may I assist you today?
Allow me to educate you.
Here you are. Of course. Thus ends today's lesson.
That broom's as ragged as goat's locks.
I hear there's trouble in Rosaria.
Think it's all right to touch him?
Won't be long now, Martel. Sid, I am,
Is everything all right?
Oh, yeah, it's just... Well, as you know, we've been trying to grow fruit.
It's good to know there's something of the old hideaway still there.
Martel's pride and joy. It was a sapling when I took it on, you see, after she... Well, after she died. And not only is it ready, it's actually tasty. Sweet as...
Impressive. And well...
I thought this first harvest could go to the curse. You couldn't take them some, could you?
It'll be nice being the bearer of good news.
Oh, thank you. She always had a soft spot for that lot, see? Here you go. Martel apples. You hear that, Martel?
It's not. The ether.
Did you come through the forge today?
I hear there's trouble in Rosaria.
You two look like you could use something to eat.
Martel. Now, where have...
Weren't she the girl from the furrows?
Course she was.
Aye, and brave as a bane might.
These aren't those apples, are. She'd have been proud, and rightly so.
Others weren't so lucky, though.
A gift from the backyard.
Blimey, these take me back. Old Sid was the only one who could stomach the things. He'd have them right from the branch, made Martel livid. Not that any...
That sounds like the Sid I knew, all right.
Planning on keeping that lot to yourselves? Hang on. These aren't Martels, are they? I'm glad to see someone carried on what she started. Can't have been easy. Reckon she'd be happy knowing all her hard work. Clive, tell the lad down in the backyard to run some over for
Not so much as a thank you. Well, I've got... You can leave the basket with me. I'll see that...
That was the last of the apples. I should head to the backyard and pass along everyone's regards.
That broom's as ragged as...
Cursebreakers, Seneth. They were clearly very fond of Mart.
They remembered her. I suppose she was very kind. She put everything into her work. When she died, I named a sapling after.
And through you.
I didn't do it.
By the way, Otto's expecting some of your crop.
Of course not. I'll see that you're... They like your fruit, Martel?